Hello, students. Welcome to the continuation of the first lesson on Introduction to Inequalities. So, we want to have a continuation to that very part, that very topic. Today, at this moment, we want to look at this signs and its interpretations. This is strictly less than sign as it is read. Now, what do I mean by this? If I have x is greater than 2, this is strictly meaning x is greater than 2 is not the same with x is greater than or equal to 2. What are the range of values here? The first one means that the values of x will be 3, 4, 5 till infinity. While here the values of x is 2, 4, 2, 3, 4 till infinity. The difference is that here 2 is not included. We don't need 2. But here 2 is inclusive. It means it starts from 2. Now, if we take it the other way around, x is less than 2. It means the values we are going to have is from maybe 0, 1, or maybe minus 5, minus 3, minus 1, 0, and 1. 2 will not be there. But when you have x is less than or equals to 2, meaning that the values of 2x will be, okay, maybe from wherever you start, minus 5, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, and 2, which means any of these two mean inclusive of that very number. Now, having said that, we are going to understand something like when I have less than sign like this, how do I represent it on number line? It means, okay, I will draw a number this way and draw. Okay, this is how it is being shown. What if it is this way? Okay, when it is less than or equal to, what do? I draw it and still take the same direction. But since it is equal to here, I will shade this. Okay, then when I have greater than, strictly greater than, then I will have it this way and it will move towards the right hand. If it is greater than or equal to, I will have it this way. Because it has equality sign, I will shade it. Okay, so that is just the simple difference between them. Okay, having said this, the next thing we need to know now is the number line properly. Now, when we go to number line, what exactly do we mean when we talk about a number line? A number line. In a number line is just a simple line which contains number that starts from negative infinity to positive infinity. Okay. Now, in this number line, it has values, several values. But any number we are going to get within this number lines are called real numbers. Real numbers. Yes, and it is represented with this sign. Okay. Now, and the set of real numbers is just like negative infinity to positive infinity. They are all open. So this is just a clear definition of a real number. Then a real number is made of natural numbers, integers, irrational numbers. Okay, when we talk of integers, integers are the set of positive numbers and negative numbers. Meaning in this number line, if we divide it, let's assume here is the center, 0. Okay, from the 0 to the left hand side are all negative values. Negative values. Negative values. But from this 0 to the right hand side are all positive values. From 1, 2, 3, 4 to infinity. Okay. Now, any numbers that contains negative values and positive values, we call them integers. Integers is a set of positive and negative values. Okay. Then, but natural numbers are the set of positive values only. In natural numbers, we talk about the set of numbers that is starting from here till infinity. Then irrational numbers like square root of 2. Okay, we also have decimal numbers, fractional numbers. All those numbers are called real numbers. Now, how do we understand this properly? Let's assume we have represent x is equal, sorry, x is greater than 2 on a number line. On a number line. How do we do that? We can just draw a simple number line, call this 0, call this positive 2, call this negative 2. Okay, since x is strictly greater than 0, from what I have shown you before, it means 2 is not part of it, but the numbers we are going to have is greater, meaning starting from 3 or even 2.1. 2.1 is greater than 2. So we can take it from here, move it to this way. So this is the representation of this. Now, if I have x is less than 2, so how do we do this? We have it this way, maybe 0, minus 2, and positive 2. Less, I will draw this and take it this way. Okay, now, what if I now have x is less than or equal to 2? So I will have it the same way. Okay, what do you think will happen here? Minus 2. So here will be shaded. Okay, sorry, this is less than. Okay, it will take the left hand side. Thank you. So if it is greater than or equal to 2, it will just take 0, 2, and 2. Shade it and take it this way. So this is just exactly, many questions may be given to you. When you solve, you represent. Okay, now how do we illustrate this better? Another way we can show this, like I said, if you have this kind of brackets, it means it is not inclusive. I don't know if you get me. Okay, let's take for instance the first question, x is greater than 2. How can we show it in this format? Now, it means x is greater than 2, meaning it starts from 2 to infinity. So I can have something like this, 2, comma, infinity. So here, x, here is open, here is open. Both of them are open. Why is it open? Because 2 is not part of it. 2 is not a member. Okay, now let's show something contrary to that. If here x is greater than or equal to 2, I'm representing this now. Okay, to avoid, okay, let me represent it this side. I'm going to have something like this, 2, comma, positive infinity. Here will be open, here will be closed. Why? Because 2 is part of it. It starts from 2. Okay, now how do we show this? Here is less than 2, which means you open it to negative infinity. You open it also, meaning 2 is not part of this. 2, it is less than 2, meaning that it could be start from 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2 to infinity, till negative, because they are not going towards negative side. Now, when I have this part, okay, now let me represent this here. So I'm going to have is less than 2, which means I'm going to have 2 and negative infinity. So here will be open, here will be closed. Why do we close here? Because if I start from minus 5 to count, negative 5 to count, I'll count negative 5, negative 3, 0, 1, and 2. 2 will be part of it. Okay. So anytime you have understanding, when you have understand this, it will help you in your 100 level and the rest. So, like, can we say, let's say an example. Let's say an example. We have maybe solve and represent a number line 3x minus 6 is equal to let me say 24. Let's assume, okay, sorry, is less than or equal to 24. So how do we solve this? Now we're going to have 3x minus 6 is less than or equal to 24, meaning 3x will be less than or equals to 24 plus 6. So 3x will be less than or equal to 30. So x will be less than or equal to what? 30 by 3. So our x is less than or equal to 10. Good. Now our x is less than or equal to 10. How do we show it on number line? We can put this to be 0. We can put this to be, we can decide to make here 10 and decide to make here minus 10. Then since it is less than or equal to 10, we take it this way. Okay. Shade here. Now, if you represent it the format I was taking, now it will be, we have 10 and we have negative infinity. Okay. Here will be close and here will be open. Good. So this is exactly what I'm trying to say. So now can you do this for me and drop your answer in the comment section? 2x minus 2 is equals to, let me say 6. Okay. You can solve this and leave your answer at the comment section. Please do well to like these videos, share, and turn up your notification button so that anytime I make video of this, you'll be able to see it. Thank you and have a blessed day.